I'll be teaching you, I guess you could say, from 2 Timothy 4, 2 through 7. I mean, yeah, it's quite a mouthful of verses, but meaning's all the same good. Preach the word, be prepared in season and out of season. Correct, rebuke, and encourage with great patience and careful instruction. For the time will come when people will not put up with sound doctrine. Instead, to suit their own desires, they will gather around in a great number of teachers to say what their itching ears are wanting to hear. They will turn to their ears. Ooh, this is a mouthful, like I said. They will turn their ears away from the truth and turn aside to myths. But you, keep your head in all situations, endure hardship, do the work of an evangelist, discharge all the duties of your ministry. For I am already being poured out like a drink offering, and the time of my departure is near. I have fought the good fight, I have finished the race, I have kept the faith. Now, I am no history teacher, but let me give you a backstory on what's going on here. This is 2 Timothy. Now, at this time, Paul is in prison, and he is well on his way about to be beheaded. Some may speculate about 24 hours before his death he was writing this. And during that time, you got to think, he was reflecting back on what his life was. Whether that be all the mistakes he's made in the past, as we know he persecuted Christians before turning, because God blinded him and all that, before turning to probably one of the best apostles, and one of the more sculpting apostles of the world there is. And so, you gotta think, he's been looking back on the good, the bad, the transformational, the non-transformational, what all has happened. And so, he's writing to Timothy because he's looking for Timothy to succeed him right after his death. Because Luke, who was a doctor for Paul, carried out letters for him because he was a good friend of Paul's. So he was writing his final letter knowing he's not going to see him again. He's not going to hear him again. So this is his final words to him. Well, I mean, there's more to chapter 4, but it's a lot more impactful. But that's a whole nother segment for a whole nother time. Now, let me dissect this a little bit. Now, hang on, let me source back in here. Yeah. And about verse 3, he starts telling, Timothy, who he's writing to, or whoever is reading, that people will turn away from Jesus to what their ears into myths. Well, not their ears are wanting to hear, really. But, and well, my brain decided, give out. Now, to what their ears are wanting to hear. That means they're turning away from truth. Now, the thing about truth, it ain't always what we want to hear. It's not always going to be, oh, wow, I should do this. Some may take it that way as advice, but others may take it hardship because they don't like to be corrected. They like to be their own God, as you could say, and not have to answer to anybody for anything. So they're going to turn away from God to do what they desire. But in doing that, they will shame the Christians because that is what they do. They do not want anybody to rule their life. So if they're going to have any semblance of trying to do that, then they're going to shame them for that. So the Christians will be discouraged, but he writes to Timothy, don't be discouraged. Do the work of an evangelist. Now, Jesus told us being a Christian is not easy. Look at most of the disciples, really. Now, one of them betrayed Jesus, we all know. He hung himself. But if you look back at the Bible, most of the disciples of Jesus, they went out and they were either stoned, crucified, you name it, they've done it. Got the t-shirt and all. Well, not really, they're dead, but same difference. Now, let me close out this segment by saying, near the final verse, verse 7, that I have fought the good fight, I have finished the race well. Now, it's not saying we're all going to be perfect, no. We're not all saying that it's going to be all, it's all going to be roses and daisies, as you could say. It's not going to be easy, no. But if you live for Jesus, it gives life a whole lot of meaning. And let me guarantee you, store up your treasures in heaven, not on this earth, and God will bless you for that. So I'm going to leave you with this question tonight. If you look back at your life, can you say that you lived it well and you lived it for Christ? Or will you look back and say, I could have done this better? God bless.